have the same opportunity. So, and this is the reason why we are saying that we do not want to be part of this shithole country called Nigeria, a country that doesn't have respect for human rights, a country that does not value lives. If you talk about the value life, it's a waste of time. You know, many Nigerians wake up every day and they're hoping that miracle is going to come down. Everybody's respecting miracle. So everybody is waiting for one miracle or the other. And it is not miracle that you use to solve the problems. You tackle the problem headlong. The problem in Nigeria is the indigenous people locked into the contraction by the British government in 1914. Nigeria will never work. If you like, pray from now to thy kingdom come. It's a shithole country that doesn't value life. So we are Yoruba and we are a proud nationalist. Just like the English are proud to be English, the Scottish are proud to be Scottish, the Wales are proud. Yesterday I was watching the award being played out in France. Messi, Messi has to be translated to English. And when idiots will tell you that English is not our language, you are fighting for English. English is for the English people. Yoruba lawa against English. Hello, program Milano. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it if you have the opportunity to watch the replay. D-Day Drogba, that footballer, he was speaking in French. So a lot of you want to speak English. You think English is our language. It is the British during the colony that forced English on all the indigenous people. There's nothing called English. Yoruba niwa. So when you are fighting for your rights, you must remember that it is the hypocrisy of the West keeping us together under one block on Nigeria. Gilberta is 32,000 population. They have much opportunity than many of the indigenous people in what is called Nigeria today. So when we say Nigeria is a shithole country, forced together by the British government during the 1914 amalgamation, and we need to de-amalgamate now. We need to dismantle that union. If not, until you travel out of Nigeria, you'll never be fruitful. You'll never survive. You're likely to die before 54 years old according to WHO. So when we say Nigeria is a messed up country, the territory belongs to the Yoruba people, the territory belongs to the Hausa within the northern region, the territory belongs to the southeast, the Biafrans. But the West wants everybody to live together. We cannot live in union because, you know, we don't love each other. We hate each other so much that we cannot live side by side. Nepotism is being played by this current administration, just like it will be played with the next administration and the previous one, Buhari, dead or alive. Nobody knows whether he's alive or he's dead. And these are all the reasons in the world that we keep telling everyone that you will just be looking at this view. You are not likely to enjoy this kind of view in what is known as Nigeria today, even if we continue to be in Nigeria for the next 63 years. Let's break it down to smaller particles. There are countries around Europe, and don't let the European country fool you. There are countries that are not even up to Osun State. So when they tell you we're better off in one block, it's all lies. Your pastors are telling lies. Your imam are telling lies. These are church, and everybody is going to work. It is only in that contraction union that everybody still believes that one day things is going to be, you know, as you expected. Nigeria has expired in 2014 according to the 1914 amalgamation, and that expiration has to be held either through a referendum so that we can decide whether we still want to live together as Nigeria, just like the UK left European Union in 2016 when they held a referendum. We cannot be forced to live together. It is not a must to live together. If we can't live together, we dissolve or we dismantle or we break the country. But all this needs to be done carefully so that there will not be another civil war in Nigeria. But if you don't allow that to happen, there is probability that there will be another civil war in Nigeria, and there's no doubt about that in my mind. But we can still have a velvet divorce where we will still live together with some of our brothers and sisters from other ethnic groups. And we can live side by side as neighbors, just like, Russia is living side by side with Ukraine, even if they're fighting. Just like any other countries that are having their borders. The reason why the UK controls the immigration now is because the influx of people coming into the country is becoming too much for them in terms of resources. Lagos State is 20 million, and yet the population does not enjoy basic amenities. Do you know why? Because Lagos is controlled from the center. Itself is a country, if we are meant to look at it from the point of view. The amount coming into Lagos State is not being used, for the Yoruba people. Rather, it is circulated among Nigerians. So if you're hoping that your brother, your sister telling you that whatever we are telling you, we should shut up, well, you might want to tell them to come back to Nigeria. But I'm sure many of them will never want to live in Nigeria because of so many reasons. Nobody's asking for war, but if you don't want peace, you prepare for war. Even there's time for prayer, there's time for war. Aviation and Islamic immigration. We have told you so many times, and we continue to tell you that Nigeria can be Islamized. Evidence is pointing out there. I've told you Sultan of Sokoto owns Nigeria. But many of you do not want to believe that Sultan of Sokoto controls Nigeria. But one day, you will get the message properly. So as I leave you again this morning, I hope that you will continue to remind yourself that our unity can be negotiated. Don't be fooled by Yakubu Gowon, all these bomb-basters telling you that Nigerian unity is not negotiable. We are never one. We had the Oyo Empire. We were doing very well until the 1884 Berlin Conference, where the West was scrambling for Africa. And today, that is why the West must wake up and back our real identity. There's been an identity theft, and that identity theft is what we are trying to get back. We are not Nigerians. We are Yoruba before Nigeria, and we will remain Yoruba before Nigeria. So on that note, I say a very good morning and enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll catch up with you later on as well. My name is Alami Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep, a journalist, a father, uncle, an activist, and we will continue to educate and enlighten many gullible Nigerians that are fighting to save Nigeria. Nobody can save Nigeria. It is time that the union needs to be dismantled. Have a very good morning and enjoy the rest of the day, and bye for now. Sorry, uncle.